A younger woman will feel need because she's making estradiol. An older woman will feel, mature woman will feel, we can't say old, but I
It's
really,
okay. We can handle older, more mature, more.
you know,
This is my these are my people, John. This is me
okay,
and my people.
you know,
So Kathy from California asks, what has surprised you most in your decades of research about men and women? That's a big question.
oh, well, uh, you know what's happening for me is the big surprise for me as I continue to write books. There's more and more research to validate the ideas. So here's like one, and the book I'm finish editing right now, and that is that under moderate stress, this is surprising to me. Women will experience, you can prove this, 3 times more blood flow to the emotional part of the brain than a man. Okay, it's just, and that under moderate stress, a man turns off his mirror neurons. And mirror neurons, this is all new science, and mirror neurons allow us to feel what other people feel. So if a man is being spoken to as if he is a problem, that's a moderate stress. He can't feel what you feel. So you immediately will feel disconnected.
Wow.
So
So
the surprise,
interesting.
the ideas are all in Men Are From Mars, but how we apply those ideas are different today because we have different challenges. And my joy in talking about it, my surprises, is how much of these ideas are backed up by interesting studies which are done. One of the others is finally it came out that, for example, anger, it's a big thing for me, which is men need to learn to contain anger. We see today one of the big challenges for men is low testosterone. It turns out that if you measure a man's testosterone levels, when he's angry, they're going down. So anytime a man expresses anger out loud, his testosterone levels go down. And
Really?
yeah. So what men have to learn is not to ever talk out loud when they're angry. Now, what's interesting is that historically, men all knew that. A real man doesn't get upset. He's basically stays silent. He's a silent guy. And if you look at the women romantic novels, it's always these silent,
Strong,
mysterious,
silent types.
strong, silent types. This is very attractive because it's also safe. It's all been changed by psychology, which is applying the techniques that help for women, thinking those same techniques will help men. And teaching women that in order to feel intimacy and close, you have to talk and share. Yes, women have to do that. But when men talk and share, when they're feeling sorry for themselves, they're feeling irritable, when they're angry, when they're afraid, if they talk, their estrogen levels will go up and they'll become more afraid, more angry, more upset, and their testosterone levels go down. So then you look at something that I was teaching 15, maybe 25 years ago. Now I have studies that back it up, which is because people say, where are your studies? Well, I just say, well, they haven't got that far yet. But now there's lots of studies. They're simple studies. When a man is experiencing stress hormones, his testosterone is significantly too low, according to standards, and his estrogen is significantly too high. So when men are stressed, their testosterone is low, and for women, and his estrogen is too high. The opposite is true for women. And we've discussed this in other shows. But whenever a woman is unhappy, her estrogen is too low and her testosterone is too high. So
Right.
you suddenly have this simple mechanism. We all want to be happy together. We want to feel loved together. Well, it's if we have strategies and an awareness, what can I do to help my wife have more estrogen? And what can she do to help me have more testosterone? What a great relationship that is. And when your partner's not in their best form, what can a woman do for herself to raise her estrogen? And what can a man do to raise his testosterone? And of course, that's what you're teaching. We started out with. If you're a single woman, you have to feel happy and joy, because live your life in a way that makes you happy, whether you have a man or not have a man. And if you are happy in that, the hormones that you produce from that will actually make you more attractive to men. And the men you date, you will be more attracted to them. So many women, as they get older and their estrogen levels, actually, beyond menopause, your body doesn't make the young version of estrogen. The young version of estradiol. You go through menopause, you make estrone. Now, estrone is often called weak estrogen because it doesn't have all the beneficial effects of estradiol. But if you create relationships and you create romance in your life, you can make estradiol again. It's just that your body's not saying, I need a man, I need a man. That's what estradiol does. When estradiol goes up, it says, I need love, I need attention, I need affection, I need marriage, I need sex. All those things happen when women have high estradiol. But when you have estrone, you don't have those automatic drives. I think God made us that way because men would die earlier and women needed to be self-sufficient. So there's a place of self-sufficiency where you feel like, well, I don't really need it. I don't really need it. A guy says, well, let me carry that box for you, or let me pick up some cookies for you. Oh, no, I can do it. I can do it myself. That whole habit, oh, I can do it myself. Oh, I can do it myself. Instead of, well, that would be nice. So you don't have your body telling you to depend on a man, but you can remember how good it is to have men do things for you. Ask men to do things for you. Put yourself in situations where men do things for you, and your estradiol will come back. You can still make it. You just don't make it from your ovaries. Your adrenal gland can make it. Your skin can make it. You're just not going to make as much, but you don't need as much as long as you have the right balance for your age. And estradiol is possible. And I have many women who are practicing these techniques of learning how to share your emotions with a man, how to get support from a man, how to create romance in a relationship where he's doing more things for you. And she blooms. She looks like you with pink cheeks and alive, and of course, that's why women put on makeup, actually. It's just, right. Pink cheeks means you had a surge of estrogen. And men, whenever a woman has surge of estrogen, men are looking, okay? The attention goes there because that means he can be welcome. But when women are not making enough estradiol, what happens is they can be dating men, but it doesn't light the fire. It's just something's missing. That attraction is just not there. And that attraction has less to do with him and more to do with her because she's not making estradiol in her life. And that's by learning how to remember what it feels like to be less powerful, less competent. Okay, that's one of the challenges of age for women is they become so much smarter than men, and they do. They're so competent. They've been watching men make all these mistakes, and now they don't know what to do. So basically, they have this I know better thing, and you do know better. So what you have to do is realize that, well, you don't know better in terms of how to motivate your femininity to get him to do stuff for you, to be there for you, to be present for you. And so that holds things back. And so what is it that can allow a woman to connect with estradiol is feeling need for a man. And you won't feel need. A younger woman will feel need because she's making estradiol. An older woman will feel, mature woman will feel, we can't say old, but
it's okay. We can handle older, more mature, more women. These are my people, John. This is me and my people.
For a man,
we're not 20 anymore.
So anyway, but the estradiol, which is the younger estrogen, can be produced and is really good for your health. It will give you stronger bones. It will give you less wrinkles. It makes your skin better. It makes you feel more emotion. That's the whole key, is to feel more emotion and to feel attraction to the men, because you're remembering in your brain what it felt like to be with a guy who can turn you on, and it's just not happening. And you're going, well, nice, it's okay, but it's just not, something's missing. And you're just not going to get it because you're not producing enough estradiol to get it.
This is very relevant for a lot of the women in my audience and a lot of the women that I work with who are a bit more mature, maybe are going through or have gone through menopause, perimenopause, menopause. And so here we have this dilemma, because we have the men with the lower testosterone and we have the women with the lower estrogen. And then yet a lot of women that, at least that I work with, still have this desire for a romantic connection. But I can't tell you how many times I've heard exactly what you just said, where he said, nice, he did fine on the date, but I just don't feel any attraction. I don't feel that spark. I don't feel that chemistry. And it seems we're all looking for that no matter what age we're in. And then,
Yeah.
Right. Why not? It's exciting. It's fun. It's what makes a romantic relationship different from a lot of other relationships.